Hello everyone, welcome to my Dominican Opinion channel. Today's topic is the debate between Luis Abinader, President of the Dominican Republic, and a student at Columbia University about racism in the Dominican Republic. So, for us to make the right assessment about what happened, let's watch the video and give you our opinion.
Yes, please.
Hi, my name is Lizzy Griffin. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. My question is, the Dominican Republic was established as the Dominican Republic after 300 years of colonial rule.
Okay, she's talking about 300 years of colonial rule. Let's do some math. The island La Hispaniola was quote-unquote discovered by Christopher Columbus in 1492. The Dominican became independent in 1844, so we're talking about 352 years. So also you need to know that the Dominican Republic became independent from Haiti, not from Spain. What happened? In 1822, the Haitian president Jean-Pierre Voyer invaded Santo Domingo, or part that belongs to the Dominican Republic today, for the third time with the intent of unifying the island. So the next 22 years of occupation resulted not only in the economical and cultural decline or deterioration of Santo Domingo, but also in the resentment that some Dominicans have towards Haiti. This resentment is not about racism, it's about that invasion, that occupation, that illegal occupation for 22 years. So it's not about color, it's about that. Okay, let's keep watching.
Which included the enslavement and massacre of imported African people.
Something that must be taken into consideration is that when Christopher Columbus came to the island, there were already people here. There were some indigenous from the Amazon area. They were the first inhabitants of this territory. Then, when Christopher Columbus came and enslaved them and massacred almost all the population, then they decided to get new slaves, and those how they started importing Black Africans.
Like here, America, and other countries affected by colonialism, the legacy of slavery still lives in its laws and practices.
Here she mentions something very important: the law and practices in the Dominican Republic. Something that you might not know is that the Dominican Republic got their laws from Haiti. During the 22 years of occupation, law was practiced in French. Dominican Republic adopted all the legal system that Haiti had and what they acquired from France. So if there's a problem with them, with the law, it's due to Haiti.
Homophobia and transphobia are racist European concepts enforced on enslaved Africans to increase the amount of African children to be enslaved for monetary benefit.
I don't know what country she's talking about, but that doesn't sound like Dominican Republic. Transphobia and homophobia, I think we are underdeveloped and we don't have time to start talking about those kind of things. Those topics are for developed countries, not a third world country like the Dominican Republic. I can't find a person, I don't know anyone who has felt mistreated like that just because being gay or lesbian. So I don't know what she's talking about.
Generational trauma from colonialism and slavery also created colorism that is hyper-present in the Dominican Republic.
Generational trauma? I don't think we have a person who has lived for more than 100 years that lived those days of the Haitian occupation. So that doesn't exist. Let's be realistic about it. But the colorism, well, that's a little important. Why? Because Dominicans are a mix between indigenous, Spaniards, and Africans. So we have a mixture of three races, let's say. So we are not pure. There's no pure white, there's no pure black, there's no pure indigenous. So we're a mixed. That doesn't exist.
Colorism, as seen today in the maltreatment of Haitian people, especially pregnant Haitian people already in the DR, so not on the border, along with homophobic and transphobic laws and attitudes, are legacies from slavery.
Pregnant Haitian people. I think she's referring to women. But I don't think they are mistreated. I think they are treated even better than Dominicans because when they cross the border to give birth in the Dominican Republic, they don't have to pay for that service. It's completely free to them. Dominicans have to pay. So that's not mistreatment. So I think she's wrong.
What are your plans to rid the Dominican Republic of the racist attitudes of homophobia, transphobia, and colorism?
Let me tell you, 85% of the Dominican people are mixed race.
85% of us are mixed race. I want to know what that 15% it's about. It's just white people or it's just black people? Because it's kind of interesting. But as I was saying, we are mixed.
There has never been an issue of race, a real issue of
There is
race.
an issue of
well,
race in the Dominican
that's my
Republic
opinion.
today.
That's your opinion, and I am
It's
telling
not
you.
an opinion, it's something that a lot
Well,
of people
but
can
my
say.
opinion
A
is
lot of
that
people darker than you could tell you.
So this is something that I don't understand. She said a lot of people darker than you. So she means that if you're not white, everything else is black. So there's nothing in between, it's just black and white. I'm not sure what she's referring to. But no, it's not like that.
yes.
I mean, this should be a respectful exchange of opinions, so please do
I
not.
would love it to be a respectful exchange.
yes.
She would love it to be respectful, but she's interrupting him when he never interrupted her when she was asking her question. That's funny.
So we have never had a problem, of race. In any society, you have a small area that you can have problems. You have it here in this country. You have it here in a lot of other countries, even in the most democratic. That is for any democratic country and that respect and fight for the rights of the people, that's unacceptable. What I am telling you, that's not a white problem in the Dominican Republic because we are mixed race. Most 85% is a mixed race. We are also daughters or grandsons of immigrants. The situation with Haiti, I don't think that there is any other country in the world that has this amount of statistics about maternity hospital. Could you name just one country in the world that 35% of its maternity beds are occupied by other country people?
Wow, that's a big number. 35%? I knew many Haitians came to the Dominican Republic to deliver, but 35%? So we're talking about from every 10 babies, 3 are Haitians, probably 4. That's a lot.
Just mention one country. There is no one.
United States, I believe.
I don't think United States have 35% occupied by foreigners in the maternity hospital.
She got to be kidding me. You cannot compare the Dominican Republic with the United States. What? We are a poor country. United States, it's one of the biggest economy in the world. So we don't have enough money to sustain that. That's not possible. I'm sorry.
So, and we are not a rich country. Do we charge anything? You know that we don't charge nothing
Haitian women are being removed forcibly.
Deportation is not something that was created in the Dominican Republic. Most countries do it. United States is one of the biggest countries that deport lots of people. So they deport Dominicans every year. They deport Haitians every year. They deport Mexicans every year. They deport Venezuelans every year. So that's not something exclusive of the Dominican Republic.
And they're being hurt and they're...
Well, that's your opinion, but that's not the real issue that we have
You can see
there.
the records from...
Well, that's not the real situation.
Yes, it is.
And we are having, well,
She wanted a respectful exchange and she leaves before her question is answered. Interesting. Well, that's it for today's video. Please, if you like this kind of content, subscribe, thumbs up, and see you in the next one.